So hi everyone, and today we have a LeetCode daily challenge, grid game. And in this problem, you're given a matrix of 2 into n size, and each cell of that matrix represents the number of points which would be like earned if you uh, pass through that point, something like that. So first, there are two robots, and the first robot will start from 0, 0, and it will reach 1, n minus 1. Then it will be second robot's turn, and it will also start from 0, 0, 0, and it will also reach the 1, n minus 1 cell. Now what we want is, no, not we, the first robot wants to minimize the number of points collected by the second robot. So understand the difference here, that the first robot doesn't want to maximize its own points. What it wants is, it wants to minimize the points of the second robot. So the first robot will take a path such that when the second robot traverses, its points will be minimized. So in such a way it has to be done. So what you can see is, like, if the first robot starts here, it could go like this in this L shape. I'll draw the shape here. Like, if the first robot starts, it can go like this. This can be the path of first robot, or it could be like this, or it could be like something like this. Okay, so like, what we can call this, the first robot path will be like this only. Okay, so if, like, consider any of these paths. If the second robot starts from this point will be already taken by the first robot. So this point won't matter. Now the first robot can also go in, like, in the the second robot can also go like the first robot only. Like, it will also traverse the path in the same fashion the first robot is traversing. But the difference is that for some of the cells it won't receive any points because they're already traversed by the first robot. Like, those points are collected by the first robots. So if the second robot goes like this, like, it goes to first point, then it moves this much, then it goes down, and then it goes there. So only part, like, these many points won't be received by the second robot because these are already collected by first robot. Then it will go down. Now this down point will be received. This point will be received, whatever point is here. But then again, these point won't be received. You understanding my point? Like, these 3 points won't be received because if the second robot traverses on this, uh, it won't receive any value. So the important places for the second robot is this one. Sorry, this one. This empty space after this. Okay, this space. Yes, this is the important position. Like, if it goes from the 0, 0 cell to this n, 0 cell, and then go down. So only this highlighted area will be important. Or if the second robot starts from 0, 0, go to 1, 0, and then to the end, ending like to the 1, n, only this highlighted region will be important at that point. So we want to like keep track of this. Okay, this one and this one, because only these two areas are there which will contribute to uh, the points to which will contribute points to second robot. So how are you going to do this? First calculate the size of the grid. The number of rows are 2, we all know that, but the number of columns are n. So we can create a vector of vector, and we are going to calculate prefix sum in this. Okay, for each row we have some prefix sum, so it would be long, and you can name the array pref. The rows will be 2, but the columns will be n plus 1 and with 0 value. Now you can traverse both the rows and start from column 1 to column less than equal to n, and you can calculate prefix. Something like this. This will give you prefix sum of each row. So now what we want to do is we want to find our answer. So answer will be long, and you can return this answer. How are you going to do that? You will traverse the columns. So now this I, what this I is doing, first we'll go through this path. Okay, so actually the I represents this position. Okay, when I increases, now we are going to through this path. So here I was equal to 1. Here I is equal to 2. Okay, so something like that we are going to do. So how are we going to do that? You want to know the points of the second robot. These are the points of second robot, because these are the ones which are not traversed by the first robot. So these are only available to you. Similarly, these are also available. It depends which path does the second robot chooses. If it chooses from 0, 0 to 0, n and then 1, n, at that time we will consider this path, this value. If he chooses from 0, 0 to 1, 0 and then 1, n, then it will consider these points. So we will take both of these points. Second robot points, and what you can do is you want the maximum one in both of them, because the second, after this first robot has traversed, the second robot will choose the position in which it gets maximum points. So it can either go from 0, 0 to 1, n to 0, n and then 1, n, or from 0, 0 to 1, 0 and then to 1, n. So for 0, 0 to 1, 0 and then to 1, n, the points will be at 0, 0 there won't be any point, because that point is already traversed by the first robot. Then we come to the second row, and in second row the points will be equal to pref of I minus 1. Okay, because the ith point is traversed, the position 1, I is already traversed by the first robot. Or the points will be if it goes from 0 comma 0 to 0 comma n, and then from 0 comma n to 1 comma n. The 1 comma n won't be considered because it is already traversed by first robot. So only this part we need to consider, this part. For this, so it is in the 0th row, and this position is n, the last position, and we can minus pref of 0, and the I position we can subtract because from I plus 1 we want to point. 0 comma I is already traversed by first robot, so that is why we are removing up till there. So these are the points which will be required by the second robot. And what does first robot wants? The first robot wants to minimize these points. So the answer will be the minimum of the second robot points. And finally you are returning the answer. Okay. So what I am doing here is second robot will choose path with max points. Okay. And the first robot will minimize second robot points. And this should be some big number. So you can finally submit. The time complexity will be O of n, so I think the solution is fast enough. So thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon to receive any notifications. Thank you.